You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
As I sat here this morning, just being grateful for the fact that I'm still alive and breathing. A number of things went through my memory banks. You know, that subconscious part. You think about your choices and your mistakes, and you think about the people that came and left, the what else, what you could have did differently when you should have said no versus when you went with your flesh and you allowed your desires to supersede logic and reason. And I wanted to talk about this for a second. I'll try not to rock this chair so much. Um, one of the reasons we end up with heartbreak, financial destitution, restitution, and absolution, spiritual sickness, mental stress, strain, captivity. Most of the time, it's because we meddle around with forces that we don't understand and comprehend. I don't know how else to say it. It's pretty straightforward. We don't believe in it enough. We think, you know, we can just toy around with it here and there. Some of us believe in the spiritual realm, but we don't believe in it enough to restrict our behaviors from getting involved in people and things that don't belong to us. You can first of all, you cannot control how another person chooses to move within their vessel and their spirituality. You can only control yourself. And along the way, we pick up these habits, motives, objectives, desires, needs, and it's like picking up hitchhikers, but they're spiritual hitchhikers, meaning you got demons and you got angels, and these demonic spirits that we pick up along the way, they shift and contort and remove context from reason and rationale within our consciousness and rewire, altering your course, ultimately pinning you in positions to want and long for things that you would ideally observe and think that this is really what you want, but in reality it is further from the truth. So we go down this path under this illusion and then find out the hard way that a lot of our life has just been completely wasted and everything flashes before your eyes and you're sitting here having this wide conversation. You're sitting here trying to figure out, how could this be me? This shouldn't be me. How is this possible? We take the spiritual world for granted. We take the aspect of it, the thought of it, for granted. We attribute it to small portions of our decision making, and we use the world as a schematic for the basis of our choices and decisions. When the spiritual world, the principalities of darkness, our own connection or disconnection from the Most High has a huge part in all of this. So I brought this up to say, you know, everything that your flesh wants is not ideal. You should literally be at a point right now where you're denying everything that comes your way. If you're not someone who knows how to discern the difference between righteous and unholy, you should not be welcoming anything into your personal space. Just drop it and leave it where it is, and develop the skills and the tools necessary to create the best world for you that is given by God Himself. At this particular point in life, we should not be playing around with what we let in and what we release. Just some food for thought. Who am I? What do I know? You know what I'm saying? I figured this might help somebody. Somebody might understand where I'm coming from, but you know how this thing works. People only want to see and hear what they want to hear.
Merry Christmas, filthy animals. And a Happy New Year.